there. You guys, it's December. So excited. So I figured I'd start off with just a classic, Christmas cookies. So I want to make one of my favorites that I grew up always having. My mom she had a variety of cookies that she made, but this was one of definitely her specialties. I pulled it from, leaning forward, feels like it should have like its own theme song. The recipe box my mom made me. This is the first time watching me. She made this for me when I got married over 25 years ago. And it's chock full of family favorites that I grew up with. So, you know, tuck that one away for your future daughters or daughters-in-laws to make for them. But anyways, and then she had the, wrote them out. And the thing that's so great is that it's in her handwriting. And my mom passed away 10 and a half years ago. So to have these recipes and have her handwriting is a complete and total treasure. So I really, really love making these, making things from that box. So it feels like it's like, ooh, bring out the magical recipe box. We're gonna do one from that group. So almond shortbread cookies, that's what I'm making today. And cool thing with this recipe is that it calls for almond extract, and purists out there, like my lovely niece Crystal, who should be on a baking show, she's amazing, she would totally say you have to do pure almond extract. However, there is imitation almond extract, which Scott can have, which is so cool. So I can make these and he can have them. They're also, I feel like, really simple. They're basically it's a very simple shortbread cookie dough, which is butter, sugar, flour, salt, and then extract, usually vanilla, but in this case it would be almond. You chill your dough, but with these ones, you roll them into little balls, roll them in granulated sugar, and then with this cool little cookie stamp, I don't know where my mom got these, and I only have this one, it's a heart, but I make it work with red and green sprinkles. Christmas time, hello. So anyways, you roll the balls and you stamp them down. I'm gonna show you what that looks like in just a bit, but they're really, really fun. They're easy, and they're just melt in your mouth. They're just like that perfect, I don't know, they're just a perfect cookie. So I'm gonna make some to send to my son and his friends at school, and then have a few for us to enjoy. So let's get started. Okay, so I have creamed my butter and sugar. I'm adding the with a cup of butter, I'll back myself up, a half cup of sugar, and I use regular sugar, that's what this recipe calls for. So a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then a teaspoon of almond extract. This is the imitation stuff. And I let that, when I say cream the butter and sugar, I'm talking like, it probably goes for about, I don't know, 5 minutes. You really want that sugar to get broken down in there. And then I'm gonna just slowly spoon my, ooh, a little too close, my flour in. This is 2 cups of flour, and let it incorporate. It's a pretty stiff dough. And I will show you what it looks like when it's all come together, because this is a slow process. Okay guys, so I took my dough from here. I'm just putting it in a little Tupperware, that it's gonna now go into my fridge and chill in the fridge until it gets firm again. And then I will scoop it in little tiny balls. And then I'm going to roll it in sugar and press it down with my little cookie stamp. So that'll be up next. Okay, my dough's been chilling. So I have a little tiny cookie scoop, but growing up, we didn't have fancy tools like that. I was just use a little teaspoon and roll a ball. This is about a 1-inch ball. You can zoom in here and kind of see the size. And I just then have a little bowl of sugar, granulated sugar, and you toss it. Now, the cookie recipe is actually, this dough is not super sweet because you roll these things in sugar. So it's nice because the recipe compensates for the fact that there's not, you're gonna be rolling in sugar, so it's not an overly sweet cookie. So this is just an easy cookie dough, I think, because it's like, make the dough, chill it, roll it in balls, and then I'll press it in just a little bit on the cookie sheets and bake them. That's it. And they're so, so good. So I'll show you the next step in a sec. Time to press the cookies. So my little cookie stamp, I touch it in sugar, and then I just come here and I just press with even pressure, and boom, there's a little pattern. Now, if you did not have a cookie scoop or a cookie thing, take the bottom of a juice glass, and the same idea, you guys. You just press it out. Oh, that one stuck a little bit, but you get the same effect without a pattern in it. But it's the same idea. You don't have to have a fancy little cookie press, but if you have a glass, that works great. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these done. They're gonna go in the oven at 350 for about 12 to 15 minutes, and then they come out and they're just slightly golden on the edge, and they are seriously melt in your mouth. Cannot wait for a taste test.
I almost forgot to show you guys sprinkles. So here's one other fun thing with these cookies is they're super neutral. And then if you want to do them for any sort of holiday like Easter, you could do purple and green, or Halloween, black and orange. You wouldn't want necessarily a heart, but they're cute for Valentine's, red and pink sprinkles. So I just go around and do all of the different cookies with green, and then I go back with red, and then I will bake them. So sprinkles are fun. There you go.
Cookies are done. It was a challenge to let them cool, but pretty little plate. You can see how great they are. So like I said, these ones are easy. They bake up like a dream. They're almost foolproof. Some of them aren't quite as golden, but it's almost like personal preference. I like them to where they get golden just on the edge. So hopefully we can be silent and you can hear me crunch into this. It's like crispy, sugary, and buttery. And now it's melting in my mouth. The almond. This is a cookie I call a problem, which is why I bake them. I'm gonna ship them to my son. Scott's not happy about that. But these cookies are a Christmas tradition. Been making them every year since I can remember. Give these ones a try. I don't think you'll be sorry. They are delicious and definitely worth the extra, holiday calories. So here's to the Christmas season. I'm so excited for December and all the fun things I'm going to share with you. So thanks so much for watching Delight of the Bite. Subscribe, share, tell your friends, and be sure to check out my Instagram account at Delight of the Bite. And you can follow me. I do all sorts of little fun things just straight from my home, cooking dinner on a Tuesday night or whatever in my stories. So you can watch that if you tune into my Instagram account. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.